Hello, YouTubers. This is Joe Bravo with Moebravo's Knife Reviews, and today I have a special South African custom front flipper comparison video. I know you guys have seen the Shamwari on the channel, but recently I acquired an LEXK Plus from Trevor Berger, and I had an Atlas on the channel, and it just didn't speak to me. The position that the flipper tab was in was similar to the Anton, and it didn't have the little top tick. It was mainly just a bore that came up, or the blade came up, and it was only lateral press. And it's not that the action was bad, it just didn't satisfy my needs since acquiring the Shamwari. Something that, Anton's knife doesn't have is this rotation that you could see, and I know I've spoke about it before, but man, is that sweet. And, that's not a knock on Anton's knife at all. It's just different. And when I acquired the Atlas, I thought it was too similar to the Boudica and not, I guess, up to par with the Boudica. So I moved it on and saw that the LEXK was a little bit more what I was after in comparing it to the sham. And I'm going to be honest with you, I did not think I was going to enjoy this burger as much as I do. I really do think it is close to, if not on par, with the Shamwari. It's just a great action, a great knife. I'm pretty sure it is IKBS, where the Atlas and the frame lock versions tend to be cage bearings. This is IKPS, so it is fixed in place, but I think that coupled with the liner lock really makes it a smoother action than I saw on the frame lock version that I had with the Atlas. Now, I know that's not to say every frame lock or every liner lock are going to be the same way, but in this instance, the detent on this does not shake open, which really surprises me because the smoothness in the deployment is right on par with the Shamwari. I mean, just great. I've got this guy tuned a little bit tight so that I have a little bit more controlled drop. Whereas, the burger, you got to get your thumb out of the way if you hold on to it too long, which is always fun, which, again, I know you guys see me on the channel using the pointer finger to get off the lock bar, but just a quality knife. I've been practicing trying to get, yeah, don't cut myself. I do that on video all the time, but let me say, hang on. Man, I suck at this. Here it is. Yay. Pretty sure I could do it on the Cheka blade. Yeah, there you go. One of the things you can't do on the Cheka or on the Shamwari that you can do, and I don't know if you guys saw it or not, you could Spidey flick the burger, which is awesome because who doesn't like to Spidey flick on the same knife that you could front flip with your thumb? I mean, very, very interesting that with that little action here, this little raisement in the grind, it's enough to get your thumb on and or your pointer finger and deploy it. I don't think I can get my thumb on there now, but takes a little up pressure, a little bit more than a fuller, but with a little practice, now that I'm in tune, yeah, no issue. And just to show you, I'm not even in that ridge. I'm just on the blade itself, and the bad boy flies right open. I guess that just, if, not to say that they would, but if the blade was a little bit wider on the sham, I imagine I could do the exact same thing. But I can't, I won't. So, yeah, just give you guys a little comparison. But don't sleep on an LEXK. Specifically the Plus, I can't speak to the CFL or the SFL, but the Plus, I mean, it is just a really well done, complete piece with a fantastic action. It's weird. I don't know why Trevor Berger loves the blue Anno. He makes a jungle green, a purple, and when he does that, he still keeps the blue Anno pocket clip. And I'm not sure about the liners, but something to look into, which doesn't speak to me at all. But with this black carbon fiber and the blue little collar on the pivot and the blue Anno on the clip and on the liners, man, I am impressed. Wanted to compare too. It felt like the blade stock, yeah, is definitely thicker on the burger. Does it translate into anything being that different? No. The spear point's probably a little bit more substantial of a knife. Both of these guys are sharp. The burger comes in at 3.3 ounces, and the Marcorda Sham comes in at 3.2 ounces. So, what's the difference? The liners on the Sham definitely look larger. The blade size definitely looks similar. I think they're around 3 1/4. I know the Sham's 3.3 inches. It looks like the burger is just about the same. And it's funny because I don't typically like blade sizes at 3 1/4, 3.3 inches. But I'll say that both of these knives in their configuration, I don't find myself complaining about it, I guess I should say. Even though I'm typically a 3.5-inch guy, I don't think that these configurations, and again, I think that's because they're liner locks versus the frame lock. If it was a frame lock, I do think I would struggle. And in fact, I had a 3.3-inch frame lock and I did struggle with it. The frame lock was, the liner lock was so much easier to use based on the size of my hand. If I wanted to go into a frame lock, I would definitely look at a Boudica. And maybe that's a testament to the IKBS bearing system, but damn it, the freaking way that the Boudica deploys, it is just free. It is absolutely free. The way Anton, tunes that detent, it's out of control. The burger, it's got a little bit of catch, and I think it's mainly because the uh, the blade stock isn't that heavy. But look, I mean, if I hold that, it does just drop. It really does. Gotta watch. Yeah, maybe that does help. Whereas the Boudica, I mean, it is a guillotine. Anybody see that? Did you miss it? I mean, it is a guillotine. And again, the Sham can be that too. If I took one, I'd say 64th of a turn on the pivot screw, it would certainly be drop shutty. I just wanted something a little bit more controlled with that checker blade. So there's a little bit of a comparison video for you guys that don't know. The Trevor Berger certificate comes looking like this. This one was made in September of 2020. Gives you the batch number, ceramic pivot detent. This one, I don't know if it tells you where, Blade Gallery or Fort Henry. There's a couple of different ones. South African Custom Knives. If you wanted to get a burger, they're available on the secondary. The Shamwari, I mean, without getting into a lotto, I don't know how to get a Shamwari. I don't know who's selling them. This one actually is available. So if you've made it to the end of this video and the Shamwari is something that speaks to you, let me know. I've got this guy for sale. And yeah, if anybody has any questions, comments, or their interpretations of the comparison between the Shamwari, the Burger, and if you happen to have any added input to a larger frame lock, I'd really love to get my hands on a 3.5-inch Shamwari. I don't know if I can. I know that they're few and far between, but I'd love to see it as a comparison to the Boudica. But really interested to hear from you guys. Make sure you comment, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you share. I really can't stress that enough. I'm really happy that when I post a video, I get a tremendous response from you guys, and I would love nothing more for more people to gain access to this channel and enjoy the same content that you guys are. So if you have any questions, let me know. Take care.